So we perform various procedures and sequence of steps in our daily life, such as cooking, DIY, and medical test kits. Mistakes can happen, and it will lead to negative consequences. For example, it was reported that 20% of people have made mistakes in using COVID-19 test kits. In HCI, there are systems to support users in tasks like cooking and machine use, for example, by using AR glasses. This year's UIST also features multiple papers, like this session, such as for real-world task assistants, which is great, but all require cameras as the primary context source. While such camera-based solutions are powerful and suitable for specific high-stakes scenarios, they may be costly to use for daily life. And always using a camera can be cumbersome. In such cases, we may want to rely on other sensors. We have been developing such a framework named PrISM, which can use not just a camera, but also other sensors like smartwatch and privacy-preserving ambient sensors to achieve interactive context-aware assistant by providing context of which action step the user is at within the complicated task procedure. Currently, our team is deploying this PrISM assistant to healthcare settings for supporting at-home care for patients with chronic diseases, such as post-operative skin cancer patients recovering at home and people living with dementia. In these projects, as a key design for the patient's privacy at home, we use privacy-preserving sensors, such as smartwatch, to recognize user actions instead of cameras. And I will focus on the use of smartwatch in the rest of the talk today. No doubt, using just a watch is a challenging approach in terms of scalability and reliability. First, training sensing models requires efforts in data collection. Prior work used 10 to 20 sessions to train a model for a single task that recognizes user actions, like using a smartwatch. This becomes a problem when we scale this assistant to various different daily tasks. Secondly, and more critically, sensing using these sensors never perfect, and there are no ways for the assistant to recover from incorrect sensing, especially in real time during the interaction. This will easily result in false interactions and failure user experiences. So to address this, we make two technical contributions in this paper. The first is an efficient training method. Our new sensing model achieves a similar accuracy with a single demonstration to provide a warm start for the assistant. This is an algorithmic contribution, so if you're interested, please refer to the paper. First, we use an event detection technique on time series signals to train an activity collection model from a limited period of data by efficiently filtering out idle moments. Then, we use a step tracking algorithm with a task transition graph, which represents the transition relationship between steps. Prior work uses multiple sessions to construct this graph structure, but we use a large language model to estimate the entire graph structure for a given set of steps. While these relatively simple solutions are found to be effective in our operation to achieve a warm-up accuracy, still imperfection remains. Therefore, we propose our second idea, which is the focus of this talk. Specifically, we propose online context adaptation through mixed initiative dialogue, which enables the PrISM assistant to update its context understanding dynamically through interactions in real time. We carefully designed a mixed initiative dialogue instead of treating the assistive system as a static tool, like common voice assistants just for question answering. In this sense, Allen noted that mixed initiative refers to a flexible interaction strategy where each agent can contribute to the task while what it does best. The agents dynamically adapt their interaction style to best address the problem at hand. So why is this mixed initiative important here? In PrISM project, neither human nor assistant is perfect. Humans can make mistakes and get lost during procedures. The assistant may misunderstand context and generate nonsensical responses. Therefore, this is inherently a collaboration process, and dialogue should benefit both parties. Let's look at the dialogue categories. The simplest one is question answering. PrISM augments large language models with the estimated step context to offer answers appropriately even to ambiguous questions like what is the next step. Again, just using smartwatch only, no camera. The next interaction type is a proactive reminder from the assistant. PrISM implements anticipation of user actions so that we can help them before they make mistakes. This can be considered as unsolicited reporting in Allen's definition of the mixed initiative dialogue. For example, the agent can say, if you are patting your wound dry, do not scrub it, because this is one of the most common mistakes that patients can make in the real world. Moreover, the assistant can initiate a sub-dialogue to resolve uncertainty by asking clarify. Say, what are you doing, for example. This corresponds to sub-dialogue initiation in Allen's definition. Lastly, users can voluntarily narrate what they are doing to help the assistant track their actions without expecting specific information in the response. So the question is, how can we computationally handle these various unstructured dialogues to help adapt the assistant's context here? We use a large language model-based pipeline to classify each dialogue exchanges to infer the current step, or whether a certain step has been done or not. Of course, there's a chance that dialogue has no contextual information. If any context is detected, the information is used to update the step tracker's internal hypothesis. The step tracker assigns probability for each possible transitions, which is constantly updated by the activity cognition model, and once the dialogue happens, the hypothesis that contradict with the dialogue information is penalized. For example, in this case, if the current step is step 3, according to the recent dialogue, it penalizes the hypothesis where the current step is not step 3. There are two hypotheses, step 1, step 3, step 4, and step 1, step 2, step 3. The first one is penalized because it contradicts with the dialogue information. In short, this adaptation mechanism connects the unstructured natural language interaction with the computational model used by sensing. This enabled users to easily correct the misunderstanding by the assistant. Here, the user is doing the wound care task. The top right green circles indicate the assistant's estimated probability of the current step. Okay, what's next?
After washing your hands, please wash your wound gently.
Oh, I have done that.
After washing your wound, please dry it gently with a clean gauze.
Okay, like this. After the dialogue, the internal understanding changes, updated. It can also proactively intervene as a reminder and update its confidence based on the user's response.
If you are patting your wound dry, do not scrub it.
Oh, okay, thank you. Next, the assistant is confused about the user's step totally, so it can ask for help.
Can you tell me what you are doing?
I have done applying ointment.
Thanks. That's the end of the step. Make sure you clean up everything on the counter.
Okay. We did a user study with 20 participants using an example task of latte making with an espresso machine, which consists of 19 steps. We compared our mixed initiative system against a question answering voice assistant. Results showed that our mixed initiative system improved task tracking accuracy from 45% to 71%. Then, since it's more accurate in context understanding, it generated fewer inappropriate responses from 27% to 9.9%. Finally, since the dialogue is more appropriate, the participants felt better user experience, rating significantly higher scores for questions like precision and sense of collaboration. Finally, we conducted a workshop for university students to make their own assistant with the PrISM framework from just a single demonstration using a watch. They demonstrated a variety of physical tasks, such as laser cutting. The assistant reminds him to wear the glasses. And one student made assistant for her physics experiment to ask about the procedure. As I said, we are now testing the PrISM assistant in clinical settings to support post-operative skin cancer patients and people living with dementia with over 100 patients and a month-long at-home deployment. We'd like to share the results soon. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, I think we have time for one question. Okay, I will ask one first then. So when your system is deciding like what are the steps in the task, how does it decide the granularity of the steps?
Oh, okay. Okay, so right now we are manually deciding what is one step based on, for example, recipe, or like machine manual. That's actually a very good point because we decide these steps based on a human understanding perspective. So if there are too many steps, humans cannot understand, cannot remember. So there are some decent number of steps from the human's perspective. But there's also a sensing perspective as well, because sensing for the sensing model to work, the signals within one step should be homogeneous, right? And actually, the second author, Prasoon, is here, and we are working on a different project to understand how sensing-driven step discovery can be achieved. And we are excited to share the results soon, probably in the next conference.
Okay, so please thank Riku again. And the next presenter can get set up.